Welcome, welcome, welcome. This is the bird's eye view, and looky who's here. It is
Hey everybody,
Mr.
how you
Krow.
doing today?
So now you know the show will be better than usual, and I am the War Duck, as always. Let's see. So you remember when a couple years ago?
Oh my goodness, it has been a couple. It's been
Yeah,
yeah.
been a few years
Oh,
ago. The WNBA and the NBA and the NFL, they all weren't going to stand for the national anthem, right? That big old protest against the national anthem, and it doesn't show our values, and it doesn't mean anything to us, and it's just a racist symbol, and blah 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 blah, and then Britney Griner said, "I ain't standing for the national anthem," and then she went to Russia and she fucked around and found out, and
got
then
caught.
got thrown in prison, and then she was like, "America, I know I hated you, but please save me." And now America saved her, and she's back on U.S. soil, back in the WNBA. And guess
I
what?
don't understand that crap.
Guess what? She fucked around and found out in Russia and found some perspective. Because check
She
out
has a new
this.
perspective.
Yeah. Brittany Griner discusses national anthem stance since I return. I'll definitely want to stand. You
Yeah,
think?
I bet.
Yeah. You got some perspective. And then, and that's the whole thing, right? Is that's kind of what we always said is you have the right to do all this stuff and you have the right to voice your opinion, but the thing is what you're saying isn't true.
Exactly.
And everywhere else is so much better than America until you fuck around and you find out and you get stuck in
Oh
another
God.
country that doesn't have the same freedoms as America does. And then guess what? All of a sudden you love America and you love everything about America and you love all the freedoms that America gives you. And that flag means a hell of a lot more than it ever did. The national
Yeah,
anthem means a hell of a lot more than it ever did. So,
it's true.
so she
Things you
made
take for
her
granted.
Yeah, she made her 2023 debut and she scored 18 points. Who cares? Nobody watches it. Griner stood for the national anthem before the tip off against the Los Angeles Sparks. She says, "You have
Nice.
the right to protest, right to be able to speak out, question, challenge, and do all these things," which we've always said, duh.
Yeah,
What I went through and everything, it just means a little bit more to me now. A little bit?
a
Really?
little,
It just means a
just a
little bit
little.
more to you now. Not a lot more. I mean, that's all right. So I want to be able to stand. I was literally in a cage in Russia and could not stand the way I wanted to. Just being able to hear my national anthem, see my flag, I definitely want to stand. Now
This is
everybody,
just, it's hilarious.
yeah. Now everybody that will not stand or not come out, I totally support them 100%. That's all right as an American in this great country.
I think someone else wrote that talk for her.
I don't think
Just
so. I
you
I
really
don't
don't.
no. I don't think so at all because here's the thing is everything she says is the perspective level truth.
It's true. Yeah,
Right? Is
yeah.
when you are born here, you grew up here, and you don't understand what it means to be free and in a free country. You don't have that perspective of what happens in other places, in other parts of the world where you don't have those freedoms. Everybody takes them for granted to a matter of level, right? Is oh, I can say whatever I want and I can do whatever I want because we're in America, even though America sucks and it's racist, but I have the right to say that and it keeps people down and I'm on my $1,000 iPhone and my Twitter and all this other stuff. But guess what? Go overseas. Go overseas and do something wrong.
Yeah,
See
it's true
how
though.
see how far your freedoms get.
But I wonder, I'm wondering if she even shares this at all, but I wonder what her experience was in the Russia prison. Like,
They talked about that a lot.
prison is just, it sucks, period. Right? We know that it sucks. But what what helped her change her mind? Like what
Well,
helped her realize that?
could be probably the beatings and the cold and all the other stuff. See, the thing
Oh,
is
that's true. You bring up
Russian
a good point.
Russian prison isn't like American prison where you get 3 meals a day and a bed
And
and
heating and cooling
and
and
healing and a
water, a
TV,
toilet.
a
Probably
toilet,
get a
right?
toilet.
Yeah, that ain't what happening over there in Russia. They could care less.
Yeah, I
You
was gonna say
you
the
probably
the
get a
prison life is
bucket.
probably a lot different because you've
Yeah,
got rights even as a prisoner here in America.
yeah.
Huh.
Over there, I bet you get a bucket. You probably don't even get a toilet.
I wouldn't be surprised. You get a
So,
bucket.
I mean, I know you saw her hair was short, right?
Yeah.
She had to shave it all off, so they shave it all off so you don't get like license stuff like that.
Ooh, like aliens.
Yeah, well, see, that's the whole thing is it ain't there's no picnic over there. That ain't
Oh.
gonna happen. That's not it's a different level. They don't care about you as a prisoner over there at all. There isn't no rights. I mean, think about it this way. In Russia, you don't really have rights when you're not in prison.
Yeah, take away what rights you did have. Yeah, that's
When
true.
you go to prison, now you really don't have any. I mean, you think like everybody's like, oh, you lose your rights when you go to prison in America. Well, that's not
You
really
still have
true.
rights.
You still have a lot of rights. I mean, hell, they educate you. They 3 meals a day, let you exercise. You have running water in
I
your
was just gonna say, yeah,
cell.
you're allowed to. Aren't you given? You have to have an hour a day of light or something like that. They have to give you in
That's even in
prison.
solitary, yeah.
Yeah, that's
But
even it's all. Yeah, you just
but I
get the whole
believe
prison
she
yard
was
to
at a
yourself.
hard labor camp, so she was like forced to work.
She really had to earn some bucks for
So
nothing.
yeah, so I appreciate everything a little bit more. All the small moments like, oh, I'm so tired, I don't want to go to practice today. That has changed, honestly. Tomorrow is not guaranteed. You don't know what it's going to look like. I feel a lot older somehow too. Yeah, because you grew the fuck up. Yeah, I
Yeah.
bet you feel older. So
But here's my question: what's she gonna be like in 2 years from now?
I
Get used
don't
to it again.
I
Get used
don't
to it
I
again.
don't think so.
I hope she doesn't.
I
I hope
don't
this was a learning thing for
I
her.
don't think the perspective gathering experience that she had leaves her ever. In
I
fact,
hope not.
I bet even right now, some of that routine that they forced in Russia, she struggles not to do.
How long was she in prison again?
I think it was 2 years, 3 years.
Oh yeah, it's habit. Oh yeah, it's muscle memory. After 30 days, and then she's been doing it for months. Oh, I bet you're right.
Yeah, I bet there's some things that she struggles with not just trying to actually do, as part of a routine or because that's
Yeah.
just kind of what happens to you. It's a natural thing. So I've given her a lot of shit since she got arrested and stuff, and
Yeah.
she rightfully should have. And she got extremely lucky that she's not still over there because she had a long sentence, and I think she only
Yeah.
spent like a year or two actually in the hard labor camp. The rest of it was trial and stuff, regular jail. So I'm look, I'm glad she's back. I'm not happy about the way they brought her back,
I was yeah.
but I'm
Exactly.
glad
I
as an
agree.
American she is home and she can speak on perspective gathering truths about America now. That's the whole thing. Is the only reason like I wouldn't be upset if she was still serving her sentence. This wasn't any political prisoner BS. She broke a serious law in Russia. They don't play around with drugs like they do in America because America's free, right? But she's back, and however that happened, whatever. But now she can speak from a truth that she now has the perspective to know is is as true as as it always been. America is the home of the free. And so
I don't know. Hopefully she can. Yeah, she's kind of got that. I know that she had like a little following, and people were like, "Hey, bring her back," and all this. Hopefully she can stand up for them now and be able to really speak some truth into them. Be able to say,
and if
no,
nothing
you guys
else,
don't understand. We're free.
and if nothing else, she's at least an example, right? Because she was one that wasn't going to stand for the national anthem. She didn't want it even played, right? She didn't want to see the flag. Now all that's changed, and now she's the one coming out, and people are going to see that.
Yeah. Oh, whoever watches the WNBA will be able to see it.
Yeah, so all 12 of them will see it.
I was gonna say is
And
not enough. Somebody's on a team. Double that, and that's how many people are watching, and their families.
all right, so if you think Brittany Griner's new perspective is as real as it is, give a thumbs up that America is free. Hit that like button if America's free, and go ahead and leave a comment. What do you think about her new perspective?
I think it'll be interesting. That's cool. That's really cool. All right, everyone. Thanks a lot for stopping in. Appreciate you all.
Much love, all.
See you next time.